The month of October is a spooky one, but it's not as scary as some of the drama some of these couples are already going through. Hang tight, it's time to discuss Season 6, Episode 2 of 90 Day Fiancé.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
I like texts from my exes when they want a second chance. I like proving wrong. I do what they say I can't. Call me Cardi,
Hey. Linda, great choice.
I think it's a good song.
It
I mean,
is.
between the Cardi B and Nicki Minaj
Cute.
drama,
Yes.
it's very appropriate for the dramas happening on this show.
Perfect timing. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm your girl, Alex Bowers.
Hey guys, I'm Stacey Olivas.
And guys, I'm back, Linda Antwi.
Yes,
so
nice to have you
excited
back,
to talk
Linda.
about this.
Yeah, we've got a lot of tea, a lot of news and gossip. Of course, our special segment, What Do You Think to Look Forward to? What were you guys' overall thoughts on this episode?
The episodes are long still. Like,
They are.
I feel like I spent all day watching it, but I like the couples. I do. I like all the couples so
Do you
far.
have one favorite couple?
I think I might, but I'm gonna hold off
Hold
for
on,
a little
okay,
bit. Yeah.
okay.
I have a runner-up couple that's kind of competing for first place now.
They're competing with Jay and
Ashley.
Okay. Well,
yeah.
I do have a
good.
couple too that I
Who's
think
your
is
couple?
like. I'm gonna wait like you did.
Okay, good.
I'm just gonna,
All right,
we're gonna see. We're gonna see. But first, we're gonna go ahead and start with Stacey's favorite couple.
Woo!
Ashley, she's 31, Pennsylvania, as we said last week, and Jay, 20, and from Jamaica. This episode, Ashley travels to Jamaica to actually be with Jay for his interview. And they talk about, I feel like they talk about their sex life more than they talk about anything on the show.
Well, I mean, because Jay's 20, right? So
Yeah.
that's super, super important to him. And when she talked about how they'll pull over to the side of the road and just have sex. I
Right.
mean, that makes 3 times a day. He's 20.
Yeah.
She's making it happen. Good for her.
Yeah, and she seems pretty happy.
Yeah,
I'm
she
not
seems
gonna
happy.
lie.
She's having fun.
Yeah. And we saw Jay, he kept like trying to reassure her that he's there for the right reasons. And did you get any like vibes from that, or did you think he's just being honest?
I feel a little biased because we met them, so I think he's the real deal.
Yeah.
From meeting them and seeing like how in love they seem to be, I think that he's all for it.
Yeah.
Was he a playboy in the past? Absolutely.
Right.
But I think he's all in right now.
And he's young.
I'm
Come
actually really
on.
surprised at your thoughts on this couple.
Really?
Yeah, I really am. For some reason, usually like are just
Alex was not having this couple. She was over it
no.
the first
I
episode. She was
have
like,
the-
no.
I have the couple. Like I think it's real. I do. But it's the whole him being monogamous thing that kind of throws me off. So I mean, I think they love each other. Otherwise, we wouldn't have seen them at the party that we went to or
Yeah.
like sticking it out, you know.
Yeah.
But him staying monogamous, I don't know how long that will last. But I mean, maybe.
I mean, I'm rooting for him because last season we were fooled by Ricky that
Oh.
played Mr. Nice Guy.
Yeah.
So I'm all about Jay and Ashley. And
Jay might prove me wrong.
yeah, he'll surprise us.
I think the twist is going to be the 2 kids because we haven't been introduced to her 2 kids.
True.
Molly had 2 kids. That's a dynamic where you have a really young guy and an older lady. And is he ready to be a stepfather? And that's the part that's the unknown so far.
Right.
But as a couple, just the 2 of them seeing them, it looks like, yeah, it's a good deal.
Yeah.
Right? But you're throwing in something that we haven't seen yet. And I think that's where the problem's going to lie.
Right. And I don't think we've even had like a preview showing him interacting with the kids, right?
Not at
None
all.
of that.
Nope.
That's going to be really
I wonder if
interesting.
they're going to show the kids.
I don't
knows?
even know because I saw Ashley post on her Instagram something about how she just wants her kids to stay out of the light. So like when she takes a picture of any of them, like the faces aren't shown. She just wants that completely separate, which I mean,
I get,
I understand.
which is totally, mom-like, but
Yeah.
I think it's going to be impossible to hide the kids when you're on a reality show. Yeah, I think it's going to be possible. And I think that the viewers are going to want to see him interact because he's 20 and she has 2 kids.
Right.
I think also maybe she missed out on those younger days, like her early 20s. So she's kind of reliving it or
Yeah.
making up for the past.
She's
with
just-
Jay.
she's like a
'Cause he's
free
fun.
spirit.
Yeah, she's just like, let's live it up. She's a bartender too, so I'm sure she's in those environments. So she seems cool.
Yeah. No, I really like her.
Yeah, I like her.
I think they're gonna make
I just
it.
hope it.
I'm rooting for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're already married. So, and he's already here. So I think that they've already jumped through a lot of loopholes. And so I think they're in for the long haul.
And I think too, I believe he is like in love with her because he was talking about how he had an opportunity to come to the U.S. before.
True. Yeah.
And then
So
that was kind
y'all are here for it.
yeah.
Okay. We'll go ahead and move into a couple that I'm not necessarily here for. Colt, 33, Las Vegas, and Larissa, 31, Brazil.
They just
Let's all
make me
sigh. It's just-
like it's just awkward. It's just an awkward dynamic.
Right.
She doesn't even like him.
no.
At all. They have no chemistry, and she is like, I'm in America. I hate Las Vegas. It's not. I thought I got it confused with Hollywood and
Yeah.
Beverly Hills, and like he shows up in this crap car, which was totally not her dream.
No AC in Vegas.
Come on.
I mean,
let me just
all
go.
of
If
it,
I
like-
dated someone, he didn't have AC in his car.
Like, come on.
In Vegas.
In
sorry.
Vegas, though.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Of
have
all
to
places?
rethink
Yeah.
some things.
You just want me in the desert with no
Yeah.
AC?
And she comes in this sexy outfit, and
Yeah.
and she's like
she needs to walk
complaining
away.
about not getting flowers
Flowers,
and chocolate.
yeah.
And he just wouldn't let it go. And when he said, I'm not going to buy those $20 flowers because I paid for parking and came early.
No,
I was
like,
run. Once
you
he's
need
cheap,
to
he'll always
turn
be
around
cheap.
and go back to Brazil because
Yeah.
this is not your dude.
I actually think she might.
I think she might,
really
too.
do not see her. I mean, maybe she's just going to stick it out and maybe try to find another guy. You never know. But I do not see this
He's
actually
a little
lasting.
different too, like just his personality. I could see if he had like this great, awesome
little
Jake
goofy?
type. Yeah, he's just like, well, mother won't be happy with that.
Yeah,
We'll see what
Yeah.
it's
No.
like Jason
I'm like,
Bates.
what the
I was like, this is going to be
flip is this?
super creepy.
Yeah,
Weird.
something about him is creeping me out.
Yeah.
And the relationship between him and his mom, like I'm close with my mom, but that relationship where what is he 33? He still lives at home. He's never lived apart from her. And then when they were talking about how the dynamic's gonna change and where is she gonna sit and sit beside me. And then when he talked about how in Brazil. Couples sit beside each other when they pass away, and then the mom was like, "Well, yeah, then you'll come sit beside me." I was like, "This is all super weird."
It's a lot.
And you two, as a mother-son
Duo?
Unhealthy relationship.
it's really weird. And then throw in those 3 cats.
And then sharing a car. How is it all
done.
going to work
I
out?
think he's cheap. That's what it comes down to. I think
Well,
he's
clearly.
a cheap guy, and he's just like, well, I'm gonna spoon off or live off my mom, and I won't pay for air conditioning your car.
Yeah.
Like, there's a problem.
But she automatically thought that, you're from the U.S. You should be able
Maybe
to
he
know.
lied to her.
First off, you need to do your research, girl, because obviously not everyone from the U.S. is rich. I mean, come on. And second off, like I just feel like you should have done your research on Vegas altogether to say, like, this isn't really what I want. You should have known what you were getting yourself into. You have internet over there too, so I'm not gonna play the blame game, and you can't be mad at him because this isn't what you expected it to be. The Strip is the Strip, and that's all there is, like, in
Vegas,
that part of Vegas. Yeah,
She thinks that she said she was gonna be like, thought it was gonna be like Beverly Hills.
yeah, like, your mistake. I really do not feel bad
She's
for
not
her.
gonna stay. I don't see her staying at
Yeah.
all. Heck no.
And it's not like he's one of those guys that's like, oh, I had this and I have that and I'm trying to get you here and blah, blah, blah. He's kind of been upfront about his money from the beginning. I'm not paying this. It's too expensive, or I'm not doing that. So yeah, the flowers, that was hilarious. And it's like, come on, you're so cheap. But at the same time, he's been real about it the entire time, right?
That's why he's single.
Yeah.
Well,
I think it's more than that. I think that I don't think it's only just about being cheap. I think that he's not used to spending money because his mom does everything for him and pays for everything and cooks his dinner, makes his bed, does his laundry. He's 33 years old, so he doesn't know anything about responsibility. And I would even go as far to say is that I don't think he's ever been in a long-term relationship. So for him to get married, this is going to be huge for him because he doesn't know how to actually be a man. Do you know what I mean? And so this one is going to be very difficult because she seems like she's going to be demanding and he's not ready for it.
So you don't see it, actually.
They have no chemistry.
There's
Agreed.
nothing. There's not even.
I
I
agree.
can see like if he's broke but he's cute, or like there's like a physical attraction. There's nothing.
There's no chemistry at all.
Not maybe with some other girl, but with her,
And you can't say that she's there
like
for the
this
money.
spicy Brazilian
Well, I
lady.
mean, you can say that she's there for, like, the thought of money, but, like, there's
Maybe
no...
he lied to her to bring her over. You don't know.
Possibly.
These guys are all fooling us. Guys
Listen,
and girls.
her motive, she said it. She wants to get married, get her green card, and then get AC. Those are her goals. And so I think that...
And then a new man in Vegas.
That's it. Get that green card and run. Larissa's going to be gone, bounced, trust. This is not going to last. If it's going to be like this, those two aren't going to last at all.
I think she might not even go through with the process. Like, we're going to see, obviously, but I don't even know if she's even going to,
She's probably still online.
She's probably going to go back. I mean, I would go back if I could. Like, you know.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
I just don't see this working out. Sorry, 90 Day. Okay. What else can everyone tune in AfterBuzz for?
You guys can see so much more relationship drama on all our other genres. Hey, AfterBuzzers, our network produces after shows for nearly all your favorite TV shows, from dramas, reality TV, sci-fi, and more. There is no network that works harder to serve television fans. But we need your help. We're asking that you please subscribe to one or more of our YouTube channels. By subscribing to our channel, YouTube will suggest content that's tailor-made for you, and you'll help AfterBuzz continue to grow. And if you're worried about those pesky notifications, those are so annoying. Don't be, because they're optional. So hit that subscribe button now for this channel, and check out our other AfterBuzz YouTube channels as well. Let us know you did so in the comments, and we'll thank you on air. Woo! Because we love the fans. I just want to do a couple shout outs because there's so many in the live chat already. Luann's with us, Coffee Time's with us, Andrea Simpson. I cannot say Julikis. Santa Maria, I like your name.
Hey guys.
Cool. Hey guys. Kimberly Mayfield, Arceli is in the live
These
chat.
are new names.
Cebu. Yeah, guys. Woo!
Yeah.
Awesome for
Where's
joining
Coffee
us.
Time?
Coffee Time's here too.
Okay. That's
We're
all
going
that
to start
matters.
reading your comments too, guys.
Yeah, seriously.
And so for now on, thanks for being the best fans and for helping us be the ESPN of TV Talk. Check out our other AfterBuzz shows. What other ones are you? Are you on any other ones?
No, but I know that Married at First Sight, Honeymoon, whatever is on.
I heard that one's addicting too.
Yeah, no. People love Married at First Sight. So, yeah, that's definitely one
And I
everyone
do
should
the
check out.
and I do the Jersey Shore after show.
Mayans.
Thursday.
Guys, I do Mayans. I do Station 19. I do pilot reviews, and
on it.
I'm just all over the place.
She is
guys.
all
So
over AfterBuzz.
We definitely have a lot of great shows. You should check them out.
Yeah, and you guys can listen to us on iTunes and Spotify. So go ahead and do that.
Yeah, and give us 5 stars on iTunes, and
Yes, please.
write some comments on YouTube, all over.
Can we talk
read
about
them.
one more thing about Colt and Larissa?
Yes,
Because I'm just
for-
stuck
back
on
to the
him.
couple.
So when he started talking about sex with his mom and like
Wait.
they're gonna need privacy,
Oh,
and so she was just like
God,
door
dear-
closed, and then
dear
I'm gonna have the
Lord.
door closed too because you never know who I'm gonna
What?
bring home. I was completely disgusted and creeped out by that, and I just thought like their relationship, to me, something is off. I haven't
No.
pinpointed it, and guys, you guys know that I have like that sleuth
no.
part of
I
me,
was kinda
but
scared.
something is not right. It's not right.
Like,
It's not
like
right.
a
I have
codependency.
anxiety. You guys are like, this is too much.
Alex.
No, I agree, but
It's
I don't want
not.
to even like, no.
Ew.
Dude.
Ew.
Stop.
Well, maybe
Ew.
too, because his dad passed away. Maybe he just feels like his mom is like the only person he has, so he's like really connected to her, you know? So you
Yeah.
never know. There could be that too.
Ill still?
Linda's feeling the creeper vibes.
There are a lot of people that are close to their family, and I'm close to my family. It's not that. You're close to your family. I know that for sure. So it's not that.
Yeah.
It's not that.
There's
It's something
something
else.
more.
And I don't know what it is, but, you know,
We'll
throughout
find
the
out.
season, we'll find out for sure.
All right, guys. Let's go ahead and get into Jonathan, 32, North Carolina, and Fernanda, 19, Mexico. So she's still pissed off about the underwear. We know that.
she should
And, you know, he said that they're from a old girlfriend years ago, but we have some tea about that later on in the news and gossip segment. So stay tuned. But what did you guys think of her meeting the friends and what they said? Because I got, like, listening to their whole conversation, I felt like the friends were pretty ignorant when they started talking about like how other people, like the friend was like, I think other people think that you guys are coming over taking jobs and basically
Crying.
getting
Well, because it's like
assistance.
Being on public
And I'm like,
assistance.
you say other people, but I feel like this is really coming from you.
Where do they live?
North Carolina.
Exactly. So we live in Southern California. There's a big difference of what we're exposed to, who we're exposed to. Like, I've been South, and the people have been like, I'm Mexican. So people have been like, oh, well, you're not like that type of Mexican. Or like, I've been other places, and they're like, well, usually Mexicans just work on the houses. Or they're like, and I'm
Ignorant.
like, oh my God.
Yeah.
What? So I just think there's just a lot of lack of education there.
And do you feel like he like took up for her enough, or what did you get? I just felt like he was kind of letting her get roasted. I don't know,
Yeah.
a little bit. You think?
I don't know. I don't feel comfortable with this couple.
I know you don't.
I don't.
Like, this is.
I don't like it.
Yeah. Linda.
Linda?
us
I
your
think
thoughts.
that there's a lot of ignorance in general. I don't think it's just North Carolina. I think that there's a lot of ignorance about immigrants, period, in America.
Yes.
And I think that not every Hispanic person is Mexican. She happens to be from Mexico, and that stereotype where they're taking he said about the wall, people taking their jobs, crime, they're being on public assistance. That's all stereotypes. And so if you think that's true and if you think that's appropriate to say to someone you just met, then that's on you and how you are as a person. I do like them as a couple. I think that they really I think that he found his trophy wife and she's beautiful, but I also think that she's really smart. And I don't think that she's trying to come to America for the green card or for any of that. I think that if he doesn't treat her right, she will be on his she'll totally bounce
100%,
because she has a family that she's close to. And when I was reading the captions on the show and it took her 5 days to pack and say goodbye to her family and friends, I thought, yeah, you know what, she loves her life, so she's doing this for love,
right?
So he needs to get it together,
right?
And go ahead.
No, and I just think it's so crazy because people, this is just bugging me, sorry, but in Mexico there are a lot of successful people also, and she could have money over there. Her family could be, you know what I mean, stable. It doesn't mean they're all poor or this and that. So I think it's just crazy how people view that as oh, she's might be using him. But I don't like how the friends came off.
Right.
It's don't even bring that crap up.
Right.
Just welcome her and
she kind of checked him.
Yeah.
In her
She
own
absolutely
way.
did.
Yeah.
She
Just
absolutely
nip
did.
that in the bud real quick.
And she wasn't rude or anything about it, which I thought was really cool for a 19-year-old.
100%.
I
She
still
handled it
think
well.
they're dynamic though.
I know how you feel.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I just think he does want a trophy. He seems like he's all about the looks,
But I think it's
there's a
pretty real.
You think so?
I do.
Yeah, because he was a playboy, right? So he was a playboy that had a bunch of girlfriends and this whole panty gate. But at the same time, he proposed to her, right? So something about her has made her want to settle down. And I think that that's a good thing. And I like this couple a lot.
Yeah.
They're my one of my top two. So.
Yeah. She's young, but she's smart.
She's a smart girl.
Mm-hmm. The other thing that I thought was interesting that I thought, Jonathan, you're a realtor. You just moved into a new home. You brought all your crap. I get it. You don't have furniture because you wanted to do it together with Fernanda. But who moves and doesn't check their crap? You have crap in your drawer and you're saying you haven't been in that drawer for 3 years. I don't buy it.
Liar.
I don't buy it for 1 minute.
Come on.
You know what you have. And like she said, I don't care about your past. We've talked about it, but when I get there, just clean your shit. And that's what she wanted and you didn't do it. And I think that that's on you. And yeah, you have to apologize. And now she doesn't trust you, but super crazy to me.
Right.
No, you could just see the lies.
I think everyone knows it's a lie. No one even, it's not even news anymore. It's we called BS from the very beginning. Dude,
And then
do better.
Say one more thing. Mm-hmm. So he picks her up at the airport. Or he went to get her and then they came back. Notice he had that crazy huge thick beard. Did you guys notice that?
No, I didn't.
So he had this crazy beard and he had his a beanie on. I was going to say toque. And then the next day when he went to get coffee, it was fresh shaved. I was 90 days, do better.
With the editing and
yes,
everything.
Do better. This is the next day. What happened? He did a quick shave in the bathroom and then went to get coffee early in the morning.
So do you think that was all set up? Fake?
Yeah, she had
Fake
full-on
news.
lashes, full-on makeup. She didn't just wake up and he went to get coffee.
Yeah.
Do you guys think the
But
thong
that's
was planted there? So that wasn't even
No,
real? That was
I
just to
think it's-
add drama?
No, I think
that
it's
was
real,
real.
100%. But we're going to actually see that again, like we said in News and Gossip. Let's go ahead and get into this super young couple, Steve, 20, Maryland, and Olga, 20, from Russia. We know he lives with his grandparents, and they seem to be pretty honest people.
They're kind of cute.
You guys-
They're like that teen romance on MTV or something.
Yeah, I really enjoy how real the grandparents are with him. The granddad in the car when he was on his way to the airport, he couldn't stop laughing. I think those are just googles of wisdom, if I could say anything. Steve doesn't know what he's getting himself into, and he thinks he does. He thinks it's easy breezy. I'm just gonna go over here, watch my son be born, and then my child be born, and then figure things out from there. It's not that simple. It's not gonna be easy. You guys are young, and his grandma says that he's immature and it's just a mess. So it's gonna be funny to fun to see how this plays out with them.
Yeah.
We see in the previews that it's a little rocky. Well, not a little. It's very rocky. So what are your thoughts on this couple?
I like them. I think they're cute. I think it's a whole different dynamic from all the other couples. kind of, because she's pregnant. I feel like they're actually like in love. It's like a young love. I don't know if it's
Really?
like, yeah.
I get this was a mistake, so we're gonna have to do what we have, what
Really?
is
I didn't
necessary.
get that.
Because
I thought
he
it more
actually
of like
says it. I wouldn't be going here if she wasn't pregnant, or I wouldn't be with her still if it wasn't for the baby. So he makes it super clear what he wants. And I don't think it's her. It's just, trying to be there for his kid, because he said his dad did pass away when he was young. So I think he's just doing his job. Yep.
No.
Linda, your thoughts?
I mean, this relationship is going to be a train wreck. They're both 20.
Yeah.
They partied over the summer. You guys all remember partying, spring break, all of that. You hook up with someone. You don't expect to have a long-term relationship. But because he has those daddy issues, because his dad did die of diabetes when he was 7, he's like, I'm going to be there for this kid. And like you said, he would not be there had she not gotten pregnant. He wouldn't have gone to Russia. He wouldn't have proposed to her. And we got to remember, this guy, like, I look at the big picture. He hasn't graduated from high school. He's working as a server. He's been arrested before for graffiti. He kind of drifts in and out of his grandparents' house. He said early in the episode that he doesn't even have a good relationship with his grandmother, but yet he's now traveling across the country not even the country, across the world to see his girlfriend that he hasn't seen in 9 months. Sorry, guys, it's a train wreck as far as I'm concerned.
I'm
Definitely.
just rooting for the couples right now that are train wrecks, because I know they're the ones that are going to last. And all the other ones that look so innocent, like Colt, something crazy is going to come out.
Oh, we know.
Can I just say this? Andrea Simpson said, just laughing about this, he's ridiculous when he reminded us that it only takes one time to have sex. Or one time to have sex, like get pregnant.
Yeah. I'm just like, dude, okay. Like,
But there's something fresh about them from all the other 90-day couples that we've had in the past.
We haven't seen them interact.
I know, but I'm just excited.
And his mind is not in the right place. I am just going to believe his grandparents, because obviously they know him way better than we do.
Right.
So I'm going to take their word. But let's go ahead and move on to another couple, a little lighter note. We have Asuelu, 23, Samoa, and Kalani, 29, Southern California. Now he is in town and he has this grand entrance. Am I the only one that laughed and cringed at the same time? I'm like, he's so great. I love him. And then I'm like, oh, don't stop. People are recording. Anyone else?
At least he's confident.
He is. And he's
who
true to
he
himself.
is.
Yeah. I really, really do like him.
And I think she likes him because of that. Like she was a little embarrassed, but I think it's kind of like an Ashley J situation. Like he's bringing out a little bit more fun and adventure for her.
I don't see the chemistry. I see her more of bringing him along because she does have a son by him.
Yeah.
I really did not get any affection from her at all for this episode at all. I don't know. I don't see any warmth from this couple.
Really?
At all.
I see a connection.
I love this couple. I love him. I think he's a breath of fresh air. I think he brings that innocent move to a big city and it's all brand new and exciting and the language. And I think that it's all going to be really fresh. And I think what he brings to the table for her is that she was very straight and narrow, growing up Mormon and losing her virginity at 29. He's bringing the fun factor. And I think that that's what makes them match. I do think that they do have chemistry. I think that what she's worried about is her family life.
Yeah,
I think she's worried about her sister. I think she's worried about her dad. I think she was relieved that her mom got to liked him and was open with him. I think that she's worried, she's a mom and she's got a 5-month-old. She wants him to come in and be a dad and take some of the burden off. So I think it's more that than not having a connection. I think they definitely do have a connection.
Yeah, I'm just waiting to see it.
Kind of complimenting.
Really.
And I think because she probably lost her virginity to him.
Yeah.
Maybe she's like, I have to.
I mean, I know the love is there.
Yeah.
I mean, it clearly has to be there. And I mean, she's putting up with, his dances and stuff. But I just haven't seen an intimate
Maybe she's
interaction
going
between
against her
them two.
dad, too, because he's pressured her so much to marry someone totally opposite.
Dude, he's a little scary.
I know.
He's a little much. Sometimes I think he's a little too hard. I mean, I know that is his baby girl and he didn't want it to play out that way, but I don't know how I feel about the dad. I really do not.
Did you guys see at the airport when that one lady was like, "Hey, if things don't work out with her, I'm here." I'm
Listen.
telling you, some people like that fun. Like,
I loved it.
yeah,
I love it. I think it's adorable.
It's just.
But the lady was kind of bold.
She was bold, but I'm saying like some people are attracted to him, I guess.
I think it's
yeah.
adorable. I think that if he has the confidence to just say, "Hey, I'm celebrating you. It's your birthday," and us, and not care what other people are saying, knowing that he's being recorded, how adorable is that?
He's so funny.
He's funny. He seems just himself.
Yeah, he
like
is.
real. He's not trying to like play any part or anything.
I really like him.
Luann in the live chat said Kalani blasted TLC for editing. She wasn't ashamed of the dance, and she's mad about the show portraying her father as racist.
Oh wow. Okay, because they sure did.
You showed the dad.
Yeah, we talked about that even last week. But I thought she was embarrassed. I thought it was really funny though.
I thought it was hilarious.
I really like him.
God, 90 Day, you guys are just like switching it up. Like
are.
every time we see a new episode, I'm like, I didn't expect any of it. Like the predictions.
Yeah. We'll get to those later too.
Yeah.
I can't wait for those. Our last couple, Eric, 40, Wisconsin, and Lita, Indonesia. So she shows up with her son and her sister, and I just felt like from the very beginning, I don't see this working out.
There's no chemistry at this couple.
None at all. And she complains about everything. And you knew coming into this where he stands on like money and what he said. He said he wasn't gonna have made all this stuff. You knew this coming into this, and you're not gonna keep the same lifestyle, girl. You knew, and now you're like kind of like shoving it in his face. You know, like even when he tried to wake up and make breakfast for her, he was like, "What?" She was like, "Oh, what are you making?" I thought she was gonna be nice. You know, she woke up on the right side of the bed, and it's like he told her, and she's like, "I miss like porridge or whatever." Like, relax and be nice.
Yeah.
I just cannot. I'm not a Lita fan. Like, of anyone on this show, I like Lita the least. I said it. The least. At least she's just, it's not even funny how
That's
rude
just who
is.
she is, but it's like maybe she should be with someone that's more like her. That can take care of her like that.
Linda, you can take it away.
I don't get this couple at all. I don't get it because if she's a medical school graduate, so that would mean she's a doctor of some sort. So why? And then she's a model and she's an actress.
Yeah.
Like, so what is it that you want from him? Because he's clear about who he is. You haven't seen his apartment yet, so wait till you get the apartment. You're not going to be impressed. If you have all these maids and drivers and you're a doctor, then what exactly is it that you want? And then why were you surfing? Not even like an app. He put an ad because he's old on some crazy site, and you responded to his ad, quote unquote, by accident. Stop it.
Yeah.
I don't like her. I don't like
Me
this
neither.
couple. And I think that there's going to be a big problem, especially with the daughters, because they're going to sniff out a rat in a minute.
Yep.
Well, Luann reminded me that Lita said that she just wants to be a doctor in the U.S. So maybe she's just trying to get citizenship, become a doctor here, and then be like, bye.
I don't know what she's trying to do.
But she could, if she has a profession like that, she could come here, and I don't know how it exactly works, but she can come here, do some more training, and be a doctor. She doesn't have to get married to come here and then be a doctor, because guess what? Just having the green card is not going to make you a doctor in the U.S.
Right.
True. Maybe she
Girl,
needs someone to support her in the process.
Yeah. I think this is perfect time to go ahead and go into
so
news
much
and gossip.
drama.
Lita, bye.
Bye.
News and gossip, hello.
She wants to
First, let's see what we have.
AfterBuzz TV News.
Which one is this? Looks like we're starting out with Ricky.
Okay, so go ahead.
You got it.
Okay, so guys, I know that Ricky's not part of this season, but he's definitely part of the 90 Day Fiancé family, and he's tripping. He's tripping. So he posted on his Instagram from his Crown Film production company, and if you guys remember all the drama and the rumors about him going on the show to promote his company, it's funny that he posted on his production company. He said, "Sharp and TLC, I hope you guys enjoyed my pretty much free service of countless hours of filming for your record-breaking seasons." Then he uses, a bad word and says, "Lucky my mouth is still sealed. Not worth it for that not good pay." basically is what he's saying. And so he's basically saying that he made the season record breaking, and it was because of him that the show is so popular and that they didn't pay him.
I would say it's because of Michael and Angela.
I would say because of
He's the
all
last
these
person.
seasons, the show is just getting bigger and bigger, and these new couples are going to make it even bigger.
No, I'm talking about last season though. I would
last
not
season?
put Ricky at the top.
No.
So the fact that he obviously bumped his head by Ricky.
Well,
Bye.
obviously he was doing it for some publicity, and I feel like he did this for more publicity. And I saw in the caption in that they said that the couples make $1,000 an episode.
Yeah, I saw that.
Do you think that's true?
I don't know.
I don't believe that.
1,000
I don't believe it.
to put your life out there like that?
That's 10 grand, 10 episodes, 10 grand a season. Maybe in the beginning,
I don't know.
but who knows? Guys, you get the tea.
Next,
Send it to us.
And yeah.
go ahead and move on.
Oh,
Stacey
Okay.
or Linda.
go ahead.
Sorry. No. That's you.
The 90-day, my favorites, Nicole and Azan, are planning to have a baby. And as we know that they have a new season coming up shortly, we don't know exactly when it's going to be released, but you guys can't even make it down the aisle and you guys are planning to have a child.
This is just too
Bye,
much.
Nicole.
Bye, Nicole.
It will happen. She gets everything she wants.
She really does.
Oh,
What was
yeah.
it? Bulldozer?
Yeah,
Square?
she bulldozes
right
her way
through.
through.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's definitely aggressive. I thought this was really funny, so I added it. It's someone carved in a pumpkin. They said, "You lied again, Michael," and it's Michael and Angela, and it's just so funny.
perfect.
And Halloween is tomorrow, so I thought it was perfect timing.
I still miss these couples. What
I
about
do
them?
too.
Any updates?
I don't know any more updates, but every time we go to a new season, it's like we missed the couples from last season, but during that season we're like,
But we got to remember too that the 90 days does the what now, so
Yeah,
we just
yeah,
have to
yeah.
wait for that season
Yeah.
for all the couples that we miss.
interesting. And this one's you, Stacey.
Oh, okay. So Lita's ex is coming out and telling all her secrets. Lita's ex, David, claims her and Eric are frauds. I can kind of see that. I mean, she seems like she has to have something that she's here for. According to him, Eric has money and Lita's parents don't spoil her. She says the cost of living in Indonesia is dirt cheap. Lita's expensive items like her cars and are courtesy of her ex-husband. He says Eric isn't broke. It's an illusion. He owns multiple apartments and says he knows this because he was having sex with her while she was dating Eric. He also revealed the real reason she wanted to come to America. Apparently, she wasn't allowed to return to Japan. Claims she killed a poor Indonesian couple. Oh my God, that's horrible.
What? Killed as in killed?
Yeah. While street racing, and her father had to pay off people. And her brother beat her with a bat in Indonesia. He said he cut things off with her because she wanted him to leave his wife and fake a pregnancy. P.S. He works in the military and is still friends with Lita's ex-husband. So this is her ex-boyfriend.
This is quite
This is
wild,
crazy.
and I don't really know how to wrap my head around it.
She killed somebody?
Yeah, so I guess she was living in Japan before.
It's not confirmed.
And it's not confirmed,
Not
but this
confirmed.
is stuff that just came out. And
These
her
are his
ex-boyfriend
allegations.
said Eric does have money. This is an illusion. They're making it seem like he does it for the show, pretty much.
I'm going to have to just wrap my mind around all of that for a minute because that was a lot.
It
Do
really
you guys
was.
think it's true? Or do you
I
guys
don't-
have any of the fans have any more dirt or anything else on this? Because I thought this was interesting.
Yeah.
It is interesting.
I think we should go to our last one. It'll be the tweets from
Moving on.
TLC.
Oh, TLC, I love their tweets.
Yes. So this one says, Jonathan remembers exactly whose underwear it is because he bought them for her. Well, yeah, because he bought them for her with a matching bra as a Valentine's Day gift. Straight face. Olga never had a boyfriend before Steven and was never particularly interested in dating. Asuelu had never seen a baggage carousel before arriving in America and was surprised that his bag just dropped down from a hole onto the conveyor belt. He's so cute. Chicken porridge, jackfruit stew, and boiled cassava are some of Lita's favorite Indonesian breakfast dishes.
Who cares? I'm just kidding.
And let's do one more. Let's see. In preparation for going to Russia, Steven got a visa that allows him to go back and forth to Russia for up to 3 years. Interesting. This is my favorite part.
Yeah. All these things that we hear about the show and we're like, wow.
Yeah.
3 years. So he doesn't have to be in a whole situation like a lot of the past couples that are like, I'll never see you again.
Yeah. So, you guys, let's go ahead and get into our special segment so that we have time. What do you think? I have two questions. They're pretty quick. First question: do you think Lita really loves Eric? We kind of touched on this, but do you think there's? Well, I'll say this: do you think there's any love between Lita and Eric?
I think we know that song that goes, for the love of money.
I say no. Linda, no. Stacey?
I think maybe if he has money, there's some sort of love there. If this dramatic X thing that he's saying is true.
Okay. My second question, you will not need your signs this time. Which couple do you think is the least likely to make it through the 90 days? I'm going to go ahead and give my answer. I say Colt and Larissa.
So a fan just put in the shoutouts that they are married, and there's a marriage certificate online. Colt and Larissa.
Interesting. But who do you think is, if it, we don't know if it's true, so who do you think is actually least likely to make it?
I was going to say them.
Them?
Too. But I think Lita and Eric.
Okay. And then Linda?
Olga and Steven.
Oh, I forgot. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. I'm sorry.
I feel like it's
gonna
going to
work
be like
out.
a little teen movie.
Yeah, teen movie and real life are totally different things. You know what I mean? Like real life, you're going to have a kid. You haven't graduated high school.
Yeah.
You've never been out of the country. You dated her for a month and a half, haven't seen her for 9 months, and you're both 20. Good luck with that.
Hashtag tragic.
Yeah.
Hey,
Definitely.
I mean, who knows?
I mean, with the show, but I
we
agree
saw
with Linda.
Ricky last season.
True.
I'm going to root for this couple.
Well, let's go ahead and get into predictions.
Now, your AfterBuzz TV.
Let's see. I'm just gonna say who I think is gonna do well this season. I guess Ashley and Jay. Colt and Larissa is a slap no for me. Jonathan and Fernanda. I think they're gonna have their issues, obviously, as every other couple does. But I think she's a strong girl and she's gonna get through the season well. Steve and Olga. I agree with Linda. It's just a train wreck waiting to happen. Kalani and Asuelu, I think her dad is really gonna like mess things up for the whole family. Well, for her family, for Kalani's family. I don't see it working out necessarily if her dad won't just let up a little bit.
She has a son from him.
She does. And Eric and Lita, I do not see this happening. They're one of the tragic couples. Train wreck, you.
I agree with you. I think Eric and Lita are tragic. I think Jonathan Fernanda, I think we're going to hear about more of like the Mexico immigration stuff because it's a hot topic right now and it's going to bring more viewership. I think Asuelu and Kalani, I think they're going to end up together. I think they're going to stay together.
If the dad doesn't mess it
And
up.
the dad's going to be in the mix, but I think they are going to stay together. They have a kid too. I mean, not that really means that a couple should stay together, but I do think they're gonna make it work.
Linda with the rundown. You always have really great predictions.
First of all, I wanted to say, Luann, you're cracking me up in the live chat.
We want to read your comments.
Your comments are off the chain. Love it. Jonathan and Fernanda, I think they're going to make it. I think that being in North Carolina is going to be an issue for them. I agree with Stacey. I think race is going to be an issue. I think her being Mexican is going to be an issue. And I think that because they have that like perfect Hollywood look, which is what he wanted, that's going to be great, but that's only the surface stuff. And I think that she's going to surprise everyone because she had some reality TV show battles online and she really held her ground. I think she's going to hold her ground. Olga and Steven, they're not going to make it. I think that even seeing in the previews for next episode, he's like, when's the baby due? And she's like, I don't know. Like, how do you not know when your baby's due? It's because you're 20 and you guys both didn't plan properly. So I think we're going to see a lot of drama from them. Mm-hmm. For Kalani and Asuelu, I love them. And I think that she's going to end up relaxing a little bit, not be so serious and so concerned about being a first-time mom. I think he's going to relax her. And I think that his heart is pure when he said, like, I want to be a great dad and all of that stuff. And I think he's going to show her that he is going to become a great dad. And will her dad and her family be an issue? Absolutely.
Right.
But I think that he's going to win them over. And then the last one I'll talk about is Eric and Lita. They're not going to last. I think her parents, because her parents are doctors as well, and her sister who's there with her is a lawyer. I think she's basically going to give them an ultimatum, like, hey, you're either going to get it together, or you're going to move back. And if what all those rumors are true, and Eric is actually rich and that's a thing, then maybe, but I don't see it happening.
Well, we'll definitely find out next week. You guys can catch us every Tuesday at 7 as usual. I want you guys to know that you can definitely join us when it comes to the special segment, What Do You Think? Give us your answers. It's not too late. After the show, we'll still comment back and talk to you guys. We love you. I'm your girl, Alex Bowers. You can follow me all over social media at Hey Alex Bowers.
Yes, hey guys. Yeah, you can. We totally love hearing your YouTube comments. I'm always reading them. They're so funny and awesome. I'm Stacey Olivas. You can catch me on Thursdays at the Jersey Shore After Show, and you can catch me all over social media at Stacey_Olivas.
Guys, Linda Antwi here. I love hearing from you. Keep giving me the juicy gossip and everything that you hear online. You can find me all across social media at Linda Is So Girly. And until next week.
Bye.
Woo, bye, guys.
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.